Step one is to open the design file in Revit. Here we have a corridor, and we're going to align the point cloud that we captured to this Revit file. So I'm going to export this in OBJ format using a plugin from Prototech. And now we go to .products.3D Pro application or .3D Edit, either will work. And we're going to open up a point cloud that was captured of this corridor. And what we're going to do next is align this with the Revit model. So we use the design compare function. And we'll open up that Revit model we just created. Here we have the Revit model in the right-hand side of the screen and the corresponding point cloud in the left-hand side. And we're going to use the three-plane alignment tool to put them in the same, to align the point cloud to the Revit coordinate system. So we pick three corresponding orthogonal planes. I'm going to pick the one first plane in the point cloud and the corresponding plane in the Revit model. Go next, and then we're going to use the end wall here and the corresponding wall here. Next, and lastly we use this wall here and the corresponding wall here. Next, and the software will use these common planes that are roughly orthogonal to align the point cloud to the Revit geometry. It first does a crude alignment and then uses ICP to do a fine alignment. And if we look, we have the blend tool in the upper right hand corner, and we can see that we've aligned these point clouds. So if I move the blend tool all the way to the left, I just see the point cloud. If I move it all the way to the right, I just see the CAD. And if it's somewhere in the middle, we can see both together. Lastly, what we're going to do is export this point cloud in the design coordinate system. So we do that by going File, Export, and we're going to give it a new name. And so we'll call this corridor aligned with Revit model. And we're going to use the recap point cloud format here for the export. Okay. The output transform is going to be the design transform, which means that it corresponds to the Revit file. So we'll export here. And lastly, what we're going to do is we'll go back into Revit and open up that corridor model and attach the registered point cloud. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach that point cloud that we just registered. And here we have the point cloud aligned in, or here we've shown the point cloud aligned in Revit.